Hey guys, so I'm going to walk you through lesson 211, and this one is on equivalent ratios. So to start, the math message says circle the picture that shows 1 glass of milk for every 3 crackers. Take a minute and do that, pause the video, and then you can check the answer here. So the answer, this is kind of the original. So 1 milk for 3 crackers. If you double that, you would have 2 milks with 6 crackers, which is also the same as A here. If you tripled it, it would be 3 milks with 9 crackers. The rest are not equivalent. So you can kind of see how that connects there. If I scroll down, I'm going to clear the answer here. If I scroll down, more things that kind of are equivalent. A lot of us know that 1 foot is equivalent to 12 inches. If you want to pause the video and try to work ahead, you can. 2 feet is kind of equivalent to 24. 5 feet, a little tricky. I just need to do 5 times 12, which would be 60. And then this would be 10 feet, and that could be a variety of ways. I could divide it by 12, or I could just kind of double that answer. 60 times 2 is 120, 5 times 2 is 10. Over here, for number 3, it says 1 cup is equal to 8 fluid ounces. So 3 cups, if I triple it, 8 times 3 would be 24. If I multiplied it by 40, a big jump, 4 times 8 would be 32, so that would be 320 fluid ounces. 48 fluid ounces is a good way to get there. That is taking 24 times 2, so then 3 times 2 would be 6 cups. Number 4, 1 package of apple juices has 6 boxes in it. So 3 times 6 is 18. 5 times 6 is 30. And I know 6 times 7 is 42. So there's kind of your answers. You can see how I kind of multiplied to get equivalent ratios there. So that's kind of how I work that. Flip it to the next page. What you're going to see here is really just 4 groups, and I'm going to explain this here in a little bit. But what you need to do is you're going to be given shapes, and you need to put them in groups of 3. So with this, you're looking for shapes that are similarly shaped, and I'm going to kind of give you the first set of them. So the first set could be A, C, and J. And I'm going to show you those here in a little bit. Now, when I measure A, C, and J, I measure that the width, I'm always going to make the smaller side. This was 6 centimeters, and this was 8 centimeters. C was 3 centimeters and 4 centimeters, and J was 9 and 12. Now, my ratio of width to height, I'm just going to take those and use a colon to represent them like so, and it's those same numbers. Now with ratios, we can reduce them. They're kind of like fractions. So this 6 to 8, I could reduce to 3 to 4. And this 9 to 12, I could reduce to 3 to 4. So you can kind of take a look at that, and I'll show you those shapes here in just a minute and see why they are equivalent. So here I have those shapes that I was talking about. And I can see, I think I can even zoom out here. I can see A is here. And if I look at that shape, it is similar to the way C kind of looks and similar to the way J is shaped. Now, something I'm going to look at is, are the shapes tall and skinny? Are they squares? So you're trying to group them in groups of 3, and I think I did one of the maybe in the middle of the road ones. So there's some that are easier and some that are more challenging. But what your goal is going to be try to fill in the rest of this form here with the appropriate groups. The teacher will have the answer key if you get a little lost, There are a few tricky ones. Also, the measurements are not perfect. So know that they're not perfect and they're not going to come out perfect. So see what you can come up with there. On the last page, it's just answering some questions about those. You can stop after question 3, but really it's what did you notice throughout this project, you can say, with the rectangles? What things were the same, what were different, things like that. So good luck. Let me know how it goes. I think it's kind of fun to do that. So yeah, have fun learning about equivalent ratios. If you're at home today, one thing I should mention on the lesson for today, if you kind of look at it, I've provided a bunch of uh, resources here for you to try out fraction multiplication and just learning about fractions. I know this is a weakness of ours. So this one has a ton of different games on there. They're not the most exciting games, but they're something. And so when you scroll down, they kind of start from the easiest to the more challenging ones. Your goal should be to try to get to the bottom ones. But to get to one, I'm just going to pick this one here, the sucker one. I click on it, and then it'll have all this information to the right. You just have to click on it again, and now I can start playing that game. If you need to, yeah, awesome. If you need to, sometimes you have to allow Java, or you have to go to your site settings and allow Flash. So I'll allow it there. So that can kind of help you with that too. So again, if you're at home today, that's what you're doing. If you're in school, you're looking at those rectangles. There you go. Have fun with it.